The Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical maritime choke points. Over a fifth of the global oil supply passes through these narrow waters every single day. It's a place where tensions can run high and where the slightest miscalculation can have massive consequences. And in recent years, this strategic waterway became the stage for a tense encounter that could have spiraled out of control, involving one of the most powerful symbols of American naval might and a fleet of stealthy Iranian submarines. Imagine this: the USS Abraham Lincoln, a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, a floating city of steel powered by 2 nuclear reactors, home to over 5,000 sailors and aviators and carrying an air wing of some 90 aircraft. This colossal warship, a centerpiece of a carrier strike group, was navigating the volatile waters of the Strait of Hormuz. Its mission: to ensure freedom of navigation and deter aggression in a region vital to the global economy. The presence of a U.S. carrier is always a powerful statement, a projection of force and a promise of stability. But on this day, that presence would be tested in a very direct and unnerving way. As the carrier group proceeded, something unusual was detected. Below the waves, lurking in the depths, were not 1, not 2, but 5 Iranian submarines. These weren't just any submarines. They were Ghadir-class Meat submarines. Now the term Meat submarine might sound unimpressive, but don't let the name fool you. These vessels are small, agile, and incredibly difficult to detect. Designed for shallow coastal waters like those in the Persian Gulf, they are perfectly suited for asymmetrical warfare. They can lay mines, launch torpedoes, and conduct reconnaissance, all while remaining ghosts in the water, slipping past the sophisticated sonar nets of larger naval vessels. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy, or IRGCN, has invested heavily in this type of asset. They understand that they can't match the U.S. Navy ship for ship in a conventional battle. So they've adopted a different strategy, one based on swarm tactics, fast attack craft, anti-ship missiles, and these stealthy little submarines. Their goal is to create a complex, multi-layered threat environment, to overwhelm an adversary's defenses, and to deny access to the Strait of Hormuz if conflict ever breaks out. So you have the scene: a billion-dollar American aircraft carrier and its escort ships, a symbol of overwhelming power, being shadowed by a silent pack of 5 underwater hunters. The tension on the bridge of the USS Abraham Lincoln and its accompanying destroyers must have been palpable. Every sonar operator, every watch officer would have been at peak alertness. This wasn't a drill. This was a real-world game of cat and mouse with incredibly high stakes. What was the Iranians' intention? Was it a training exercise? A deliberate provocation? Or was it a message? A clear signal to the United States that even its most powerful warships were vulnerable in these contested waters. The act of surrounding, or swarming, a high-value target is a classic Iranian tactic. We've seen it with their fast boats harassing larger vessels. But doing it with submarines added a whole new dimension of stealth and danger. The threat was invisible, lurking just beneath the surface. This is where the professionalism and training of the U.S. Navy crew came into play. An aircraft carrier strike group doesn't travel alone. It's a fortress at sea, protected by a multi-layered defense system. Cruising with the Lincoln were guided missile destroyers like the USS Bainbridge and USS Mason, ships equipped with the world's most advanced anti-submarine warfare, or ASW, capabilities. Their powerful sonar systems, both hull-mounted and towed, are designed to pierce the ocean's silence and find threats hiding in the deep. Above the waves, the air wing was on alert. MH-60R Seahawk helicopters, the Navy's premier submarine hunters, would have been scrambled. These helicopters, often called Romeos, are airborne predators. They can dip their own powerful sonar into the water, drop sonobuoys to create a wide acoustic search field, and are armed with lightweight torpedoes designed specifically to hunt and destroy submarines. The P-8 Poseidon, a long-range maritime patrol aircraft based on the Boeing 737, was likely also in the area, using its advanced radar and sensors to scan the surface and subsurface for any sign of hostile activity. So what happened next? As the Iranian submarines closed in, the American carrier group responded not with aggression, but with vigilance and precision. The destroyers and helicopters would have immediately begun tracking the contacts. They would have used active sonar pinging the water with sound waves to get a precise location on the submarines. This act alone is a powerful message. It tells the submarine commander, "We see you. We know exactly where you are." We are tracking your every move. For a stealth vessel, being actively pinged is like having a spotlight shone on you in the dark. Your primary advantage, your invisibility, is gone. The American commanders had a choice to make. They could have taken more aggressive action, treating the submarines as an imminent threat. But that could have escalated the situation dramatically, potentially leading to an exchange of fire. Instead, they chose a path of de-escalation through deterrence. They demonstrated their superior capability without firing a shot. The message was clear. We are aware of your presence, we are prepared to defend ourselves, and you are at a significant disadvantage. The Iranian submarines, their cover blown, held their position for a time, continuing their shadowing maneuver. It was a tense standoff, a silent ballet of submerged hunters and vigilant protectors. The U.S. forces maintained their defensive posture, escorting the carriers safely through the strait. Eventually, having made their point, the Iranian submarines disengaged and returned to their bases. No shots were fired, no torpedoes launched. The crisis was averted. But the incident sent ripples through defense circles worldwide. It was a stark reminder of the evolving nature of naval warfare. It highlighted Iran's commitment to its asymmetric strategy and the real threat posed by its submarine fleet, however small. For the U.S. Navy, it was a valuable real-world test of its anti-submarine warfare tactics, techniques, and procedures. It proved that their training and technology were effective, but it also underscored the constant need for vigilance in these crowded and contested waters. This encounter wasn't just about ships and submarines. It was a geopolitical chess match played out on the ocean's surface and in its depths. Iran was flexing its muscles, demonstrating its ability to challenge the free flow of commerce and to hold valuable assets at risk within its sphere of influence. The United States, in turn, was demonstrating its resolve to protect international waters and its ability to counter such threats decisively. The Strait of Hormuz remains a potential flashpoint. The strategic calculus hasn't changed. Iran continues to develop its naval capabilities, and the U.S. and its allies continue to patrol the region, ensuring stability. Incidents like the one involving the USS Abraham Lincoln and the 5 Ghadir-class submarines serve as crucial lessons. They teach us about the importance of de-escalation, the power of technological superiority, and the incredible professionalism of the men and women who serve on the front lines, navigating these tense situations with skill and courage. It's a world away from most of our daily lives, this high-stakes drama playing out in far-off seas. But the consequences of what happens there, in that narrow strait, can affect us all, influencing everything from the price of gas to the stability of the global economy. This encounter was a quiet confrontation, a crisis that didn't happen, thanks to cool heads and superior capability. But it's a powerful story about the hidden dangers that lurk beneath the waves and the constant, silent watch being kept to ensure our world keeps moving. Thank you for watching. If you found this look into modern naval encounters interesting, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Let us know in the comments what you think about this tense standoff. We'll see you in the next one.